Hello gaming golems, it's your boy yeatle here, and today we're going to be talking about Overwatch's newest season, Season 16. This video will be the perfect catcher-upper for anyone who hasn't played Overwatch in a bit, or anyone looking for a quick refresher with a little yeatle perspective. But before we start, I want to give a massive thank you to this video's sponsor, Overwatch. That's right, Overwatch sponsored this video. That's how you know they're making a big push this season, and rightfully so, because they got a lot of things to get players excited about. So, let's talk about it. Starting with the big one, Stadium. Stadium is a different kind of Overwatch. It's got some similarities like familiar heroes and 5v5, but the way it plays out is a bit different. Teams will try to win a best of 7 mode where they'll rapid fire through shortened versions of Control, Push, and Clash maps. So the team to win 4 of these maps wins it all. Hero selection has a limited roster and you're locked into whatever you pick, but the reason being is every one of these heroes have a ton of depth added in this mode, which I'll explain exactly how in this next part, the shop. Throughout the rounds, players earn currency through factors such as eliminations, damage, healing, and with this currency, the player can purchase upgrades for their hero. Just to give an example, you can build Reinhardt for his shield to be more useful with a talent like Amplification Shield. That does exactly what you think it does. Allies that shoot through it get a damage boost. Or maybe despite that, your team is still lacking in damage and you want to take matters into your own hands. Well, in that case, you can make a Fire Strike build where they explode on impact, or maybe even leave a lava trail behind. And if you were to do that, it would help if Fire Strikes did a bit more damage, which in Stadium, you can make happen by buying items. So, if you're doing a Fire Strike build, then you might want to build for ability damage, and you know what, if a round or two pass by and it turns out the enemy team is deleting you, then no worries, because you could always sell for a full refund and build into being a bit more beefy with armor and health upgrades. Something you may have noticed is there is a third-person perspective, but if you have a preference for first person, then no worry because that option is just a few clicks away. Overall, Stadium removes the focus of hero swaps and basically says, build your hero the way you want. In other news, Overwatch's newest hero, the bounty hunter called Freya, is now out and playable in the main game mode. She's a high skill crossbow hero with range, mobility, and let's not forget, damage. If you are looking for a new DPS hero to main or try out, I'd highly recommend her. I've had a ton of fun playing her already, and she's the next hero I'll be maining in my 50-hour series, so you can count on me to give you all the tips and tricks for her real soon. But if I could say what I think really makes her stand out from the other long-range DPS, it's how unpredictable she can be with her peaks. What I mean by that is most DPS can only walk around the wall and then shoot, making them a more predictable target in duels. But Freya can normal peek, dash peek, lift peek, jump hover peek, and if all else fails, she's got pretty good mobility to run with. In short, Freya is one of the best hit and runners when it comes to long range DPS, and that's something not to be slept on. I've had a couple people ask me what hero she's like, and so if I had to compare her, I'd say she's like a mix of Ashe, Tracer, and Echo. Like Ashe, she doesn't one-shot but has lots of range. Like Echo, landing her alternate fire is usually the best way to combo into a kill. And like Tracer, she's got flexible movement and a very fast charging ultimate. So there you have it. The F in Freya stands for fun. Give her a try, and if you don't get it right away, give it some time because she definitely takes a little getting used to. Continuing the list of things to try out, hero bans are in. This is a feature exclusive to the competitive mode where both teams have the opportunity to select their preferred hero and then mark 3 heroes they prefer not to play against. And if you ask me, I think it has potential to shape the future of balance. I mean, if Sombra is getting banned in 51% of games, then that's a great way of showing the dev team, hey, this current version of Sombra might be making people a little too mad right now. Please change her. Personally, I'm a Sombra enjoyer. I think she's fun to play, but I can get why people get annoyed with her, so I might throw a pity ban vote that way, or I might just stick with insta banning Widow like I always do. Honestly, that second thing is probably what I'm gonna do. Very few things in the world give me more dopamine than making Widowmaker unplayable in my competitive Overwatch game. Is it really a yeatle video if there isn't some anti-Widowmaker propaganda? Moving on to the next shiny thing, we got some perk changes to start off the season. I won't go through each and every one because that's a video of its own, but I'll mention my favorites of this patch. First up, they brought back Mei's Freeze. Yep, you heard that right. Upon unlocking her major perk called Deep Freeze, enemies hit continuously by Mei's primary fire will be frozen for a short time. The good thing about this major perk is it won't be a problem until late game, but as someone who's played a lot of Mei in the past, boy will being Mei in late game feel so much better. The next perk I really like is actually an existing perk, just buffed. It's Reinhardt's Shield Slam. They gave the Shield Slam distance an increase by 50%. This means two things. One, Reinhardt now has a cooldown to close in the distance on enemies. One that obviously isn't pinned. But two, Reinhardt parkour is in. The bash is enough to cover some distance, and I can see some new Reinhardt rollouts propping up. Last of my favorites, D.Va got a new minor perk called Extended Boosters, which increases her booster duration by 0.5 seconds for every enemy hit. This will be useful for escaping, stalling, but I'd imagine most people are just going to want to do drive-bys on the enemy team, which honestly, I don't blame them. For maximum roleplay, I recommend equipping the Porsche skin for that, just so you can really feel like you're running him over. Speaking of D.Va skins, she, as well as many other heroes, just came out with a collection called Doki Watch. These are fantasy themed, many of these skins are available in the shop right now, and Juno's is this season's mythic. And I gotta say, even though it's not for me, them adding the heart speed ring and these two little shark things, it's up there for one of the best mythics so far. They've also teased a Mercy mythic weapon coming soon, and that looks pretty top tier as well. And my opinion is, if I actually played her, that would be a frame one purchase for me. I mean, what can I say? I'm a sucker for digital pets. Shop and mythic aside, the Battle Pass is also a contender for best one yet. To give a quick review of my favorite things, this is by far the coolest looking Bob, and I hope one day they make Bob a playable character because it would just be cool. And also this skin is cool, and I'd like to have both things at the same time, you know? The Ash part of the skin is also very well done. She looks like a completely different person, and I like that. It gives it a fresher feel. This Mauga skin seems incredibly fitting. Evil Lifeweaver is also very fitting. And I don't say that just because Mauga mains and Lifeweaver mains are evil demons, but also because the skins just look good on them. And Brig mains know they're evil demons, but Overwatch is about pretending you're something that you're not, and this skin seems perfect for that. Not only is there good skin value on this battle pass, but also the emotes this time around are pretty cool and fun, and so are the victory poses. So if you're asking for my thoughts on this battle pass, they got my approval and they passed with flying colors. One more thing on the cosmetic side of things, Overwatch has officially launched their new collab skins, and this time around it's Gundam Wing. There was a lot of community speculation on who'd be getting what skin, but in the end, our main character for this collab is very unexpectedly Mercy. And I say this without any satire, Robo Giga Chad Mercy was not on my bingo list. Along with that, we also have a very fitting Ramatra skin. Bro's looking like a powerful villainous force as per usual. Soldier 76 is also playing his part, and I think my favorite thing about his skin is the little shield he gets on his back. And Reaper is still being Reaper. I like the color scheme on Reaper, but that scythe is definitely the eye catcher. I hope one day they bring it out as like a weapon inspect or something, because I feel like that's something a lot of Reaper mains would really want. I think if I had to say my favorite thing about this collab, it would be that all the characters look like little action figures. And there you have it, everything happening right now with Season 16 of Overwatch. If you need a recap for the recap, don't worry, I got you. Stadium is a new way to play Overwatch in a longer format with potential for more strategy and creativity than regular Overwatch. Freya is a new hero who's very fun, skillful, and rewarding that once again I'd recommend to anyone looking for a new main or just a DPS to have in their back pocket. Hero Band's a highly requested and game-changing feature that makes competitive a bit more competitive while also giving the people a little more control over their games. perk, and balance changes, too many to go over, but there's a lot of fun ones, and if you want to read them all, just pause the video at any point of me fast scrolling through them here, or just find them linked in the description. Lastly, just a ton of skins, which I think overall they've done a great job of upping the quality on those this season. So to wrap things up, I want to say once again, thank you Overwatch for sponsoring this video, but also that I genuinely do think this is a great season for Overwatch and a good time for old or new players to give the game a try. I think if for whatever reason you don't like regular Overwatch, then Stadium might be the game you've been looking for. And if it's not, hey, it's free and you're bored anyways, so you're not losing much from trying it out. That's about it for me. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to ban Widowmaker, and good luck on the grind.